Good morning. This week's devotion is Feeling Plucked. The psalm for this week really resonated with me. So not only will we be hearing it on Sunday, I thought we'd look at it today as well. Now, John Paul and I have started watching the new Sandman series based on one of John Paul's favorite comic books from the 80s. Without spoilers, there's a scene where the main character comes back to his palace after a long absence, and everything is shattered and broken. There's stained glass and rubble all over the floor. And when I read this passage about the walls being broken down, this scene came to mind. Sometimes I think we all feel like that when we lose someone we love, when we've lost a job, when a hurricane or fire or flood or tornado makes a mess of our lives. We can look around at the broken mess and wonder, how will we ever put things back together again? But the Psalms give us a glimpse of how our ancestors in the faith dealt with the brokenness in their lives. So listen to Psalm 80, verses 8 through 19. You brought a vine out of Egypt. You drove out the nations and planted it. You cleared the ground for it. It took deep root and filled the land. The mountains were covered with its shade, the mighty cedars with its branches. It sent out branches to the seas and its shoots to the river. Why then have you broken down its walls, so that all who pass along the way pluck its fruit? The boar from the forest ravages it, and all that move in the field feed on it. Turn again, O God of hosts. Look down from heaven and see. Have regard for this vine, the stock that your right hand planted. It has been burned with fire. It has been cut down. May they perish at the rebuke of your countenance. But let your hand be upon the one at your right hand, the one whom you made strong for yourself. Then we will never turn back from you. Give us life, and we will call on your name. Restore us, O God of hosts. Let your face shine, that we may be saved. This psalm reminds us that our lives, like the vine that was planted, are a gift from God. And when it feels like life has broken down our protective walls, when we feel plundered, we are not expected to put things back together on our own. When we feel broken, we can call out to God. We can ask for help. We can vent all of our pain and our sorrow and know that God hears us. We can tell God, honestly, I really don't know how to fix this. Now, prayer doesn't mean God is going to magically bring back a lost loved one or even make the insurance people expedite your claim. But it does remind us that we are not alone in this. God does send the Holy Spirit to strengthen and uphold us. God will give us inspiration for how to make our way through the rubble. And God will send other believers to stand with us and walk with us as we put things back together in our lives. Now, notice a big part of the prayer is remembering that God was faithful in the past and has promised to always be faithful. God will restore and save. And knowing that alone can help us stand back up and keep going. Have a blessed week.